28-yard line.
Step round 80, black 15.
All day, every day, any day.
Completes it to Benjamin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? Guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Load it. Load it. Hey, here we go.
Rivers now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers, he goes full extension, and he's got it.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
180. Left. Wait, 89.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay,
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, black 15.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain. First down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 33. Working out of a gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Easy. Right there. Hey, dude.
Rivers from the gun on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Easy. Load it.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Hey, 79.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That throw into the arms of Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Rivers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The sack by Robert Quinn.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and he's...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Taylor. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Rivers. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Hey, watch delay. Alert 3, alert 3. 47.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a gain of 5.
Check out. Kill.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott caught by Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to maneuver. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is indeed good. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here. For his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Gun. Switch gears.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Check 48's the mic. Check.
Greg, Greg.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's got room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
That's it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down and 4, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Under. Watch the slip. There you go. 26.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. Touchdown, Cowboys! Randall Cobb, 58 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Throwing is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. Now he's forced out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here's Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Carolina. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Robert Quinn getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Airing it out for Olsen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Mario Addison picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Prescott to throw it. Complete to Jason Wilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mario Addison able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A first down carry by Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They go to Elliott again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go. 59.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now Pollard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
he's got a man complete. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on